Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zidah. I'm a certified baker and cook. You probably know that Zidah that makes YouTube videos or the Zidah that vlogs. Well, there is more to that Zidah. I'm also going to be dropping amazing food content on this channel for you. Hello sweetie, if you want to know how to make breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, dessert, or appetizers, this is the right channel for you. Ensure you click the subscribe button down below to get notifications when I drop amazing videos. Ensure you like, comment, and also share this video. Today we're going to be starting with appetizers. I'm going to be teaching you how to make samosas. Let's get into the video. So guys, for the samosas we are going to be needing these major ingredients. Right here I have the spring onions that are already chopped. Here we have the onions. Here we have the ground beef or the minced meat. Here is the pepper. Here is the salt for seasoning, the maggi for seasoning, and sugar. I'm sure somebody will be asking me why we need sugar for samosas. Not all the time. You only need sugar if the salt or your maggi is too much. Then you can add a little bit of sugar and it's going to go back to the way it ought to be. So that is the importance of sugar. Or you could just add a little bit for that sweet taste, not too much. You'll see how I'm going to do that shortly. So I'm about to start the filling for my samosas. The first thing I need to do is to boil this beef, my minced beef right here, and that is why I'm going to add like about half cup of water to this pot to boil the beef. I do not want to add too much of water because the beef has its own water, like it will still bring out its own water, right? So I put my beef inside the pot of water. I try to scatter it so that I do not have like long beef, and so that it doesn't, boil and it's packed together. So I try to scatter it. Then I am just going to add a pinch of salt to the beef, right? So now it goes to the fire. So guys, the beef is boiled. You can see the skin, right? My beef is already boiled. Now we need to just drain the water and start making our sauce proper. The next thing is to add our oil to our pan that we're going to use to make the sauce. So I'm going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil into the pan. 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to set my oil aside. And the next thing is to add my onions into the pan. Don't want our pan to be too hot. You can hear the sound. I'm not using the green onions now, but I'm going to use it later. You will see what I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to let this onions fry for a bit, and we do not want to forget our seasoning because there's nothing we can do without the seasoning. So I'm going to add my maggi, Remember, I washed my hands. That is why I'm using my hands to take the maggi. If I didn't wash my hand, I would have to use a spoon. Then salt, not too much. Remember, we used the salt to boil the beef. My pepper. Now, the pepper you put as you desire. For me, I like pepper. Like, I eat spicy foods, but you do not want to make it too spicy because it's not good when it's too spicy. Just the right amount of spice is needed. So I'm just going to add a little bit more to it for now. The onions are to fry. Well, we don't want to cook onions. Once we are done frying the onions, I'm going to add my minced beef that I've already boiled into the pan. So in 1 to 2 minutes, I'll add that minced meat to the pan. Can you see how this looks? Okay. Let's fry. No, we don't want it burnt, but want it to be fried. That's it. Now it is time for me to add my beef to this mixture. So this is my beef. To mix it. We keep stirring this, and remember, you are frying or you're making this sauce on a low heat so that you don't want. I'm sure you don't want to burn your sauce on low heat. Then it's high time you tested the sauce. Let's see if we need to add more spice or more seasoning. I'm just going to take a bit of this. For me, I'm not going to add anything to this anymore. I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar to give me that sweet taste. I just want that sweet taste, not too much. Once you do too much, that's why they say too much of everything is not good. Once you do too much, you're definitely not going to get the results that you ought to get. So you just put a pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar, sorry. Then you mix on low heat. Remember, low heat. Keep mixing. Then we now have to add our spring onions to this. Spring onions to this. So I'm just going to gently pour the spring onions. We're not adding it. Most people like spring onions to be very, very obvious. Yes, we want the spring onions to be obvious, to be there, but we don't want it to be too obvious. Like, we don't want it to be too much. So I'm not going to add all the spring onions that I chopped here. I'm just going to add half of it. And I'm going to stir. I'm going to keep stirring till the spring onions blend with the mix. Yeah, you have to blend the mix. You know, you say it's to shrink, right? To shrink. Again, that is the look you want. Yeah, of course. Can you see this? Can you see how nice this looks? And we are almost done with this. I just want the heat to, you know, saute on the spring onions well, and let's just leave this to fry on low heat for less than 2 minutes. Then we're going to take it off the fire. So guys, this is what the samosa filling looks like at the end of the day. So I just have to start wrapping the samosas. I've made my wraps already. And I have my gum over here. Over here. So take my wrap, fold it, and start wrapping. Nothing much. Put your filling. You don't want to put too much so that it will not burst. Right? Then you put the gum to seal it, and have your triangle shape. Look at how this looks, very cute and nice. Then continue to wrap it. Very easy, steady, and nice. Take your wrap and do your thing. It's easy. The process is as easy as ABC. Right? And just carefully put your gum onto it. There you go. So can you all see how cute and good this looks? So you can keep this in the refrigerator for at least 3 days without, before you fry, if you're not ready to fry immediately. So you can keep it in the refrigerator, then fry when you're ready to fry. But it's best if you make it and fry immediately. Then yeah. So that's all on samosas, right? It's very simple. I hope you try it out and let me know how it goes when you try it out. Also, let me know if you want me to do a video showing how I made the wraps, and I'll see you in my next video.